How to use Cygwin to copy an image from an SD memory card. Long story short, I'm working on a Windows 7 machine and I'd like to strip the image off an SD card, backing up the card from a Raspberry Pi. I'm trying to use Cygwin, but not having much success. Examining the /dev directory, it looks like my SD card is showing up as SDD and SDD1. However, when I run the following command, I get the following: dd, opening /dev/std, permission denied. I've used dd on a Mac and under Linux without any problem, using similar syntax. What am I missing with Cygwin?
You get the permission denied error because you are not root. That sounds strange in the context of Cygwin, but it hits home. When you query your status ID in a normally started Cygwin shell, you'll get something like that. Under Windows 7, the trick to become root in Cygwin is to start the session elevated, that is, do a right-click on your Cygwin icon and choose Run as administrator. Now you're still not root itself, but at least in root's group. And now, dd works as you are used to it from UNX.
I recently had to clone one USB drive to another on Windows. My drive is a multi-boot with additional software, so I didn't want to just copy all files on the FS. dd was a clear choice, but I wasn't on Linux, so there were a few things I had to do to get it working. I had Cygwin installed and did the following. First, I had to figure out what /dev/sdx device my F volume was. To do so, run this command in Cygwin. Tip: make sure you start Cygwin with admin privs. Right-click on Cygwin and run as administrator. Etc. Here you can clearly see for me to clone my F drive to my E drive, I'd issue the following command. There is one more step actually, you have to find the root of your device. Look for an SD that has a size of your device. This would be easy as the size should be well known, such as 8 GB, 16 GB, 32 GB expanded as bytes as shown above. My image was 32 GB. And I didn't want to just sit and wait with a blinking cursor. I wanted to see progress, so I installed PV in Cygwin. Now if you want to copy the thumb drive to an image, do the following. Hope this helps.
I've had success with dd for Windows, which I believe is a rewrite rather than a port. It's open source and does not rely on Cygwin. I particularly liked the dd list command, which listed all the disk devices along with enough info to identify the one I wanted.
Will something like USB image tool do? Or do you insist on using Cygwin?
If you want to support the channel, please consider subscribing.